Now let's just move on further towards the question number 3, which says a solid iron pole consisted of a cylinder of height 220 cm and the base diameter as 24 cm, which is surmounted by another cylinder of height 60 meters and radius 8 cm. So let us suppose if I am just forming the figure for this one as nothing but this, you can see there are two cylinders over here, the one above the other, and further it says that find the mass of the pole, given that 1 centimeter cube of iron has approximately 8 gram mass, and use pi as 3.14 over here. So let's just find out the volume of the mass of this particular pole. Mass is just same as that we are finding out the volume. So let us suppose if we are just starting with the things that are already given to us. So first of all, we know that it is given to us that the height of this particular cylinder is nothing but 220. So this is nothing but 220 centimeter height, and further its base diameter is nothing but 24. So if its base diameter is 24, it means that its radius is nothing but 12 centimeter. Its radius is 12 centimeter, that is half of its diameter. And further there is another cylinder which is over here, and its height is given to us as nothing but 60 centimeter, and its radius is given to us as nothing but 8 centimeter. This is nothing but 8 centimeter. So let us suppose if I am calling this as my first cylinder and this as my second cylinder. So let's just find out the volume of the very first cylinder first of all. So let's just start the solution of this one. So the solution would be like the volume of first cylinder is nothing but is equal to pi r square h. Now this is nothing but pi is nothing but 3.14. Radius we know that the diameter of this is given as nothing but 24 centimeter. The diameter was given to us as 24 centimeter. So the radius would be nothing but 24 by 2, that is half of the diameter, which is nothing but 12 centimeter. So let's just plug in the value over here. This is nothing but 12 whole square, and the height of this one is nothing but 220 centimeter. Now let's just sort it out. This is nothing but 3.14 into 12 into 12 into 220. So when we just sort it out all the values over here, let us suppose this is 314 divided by 100 into 12 into 12 into 220, we have 0 and 0 get cancelled with each other, and further this is nothing but 314 divided by 10 into 144 into 22. So when we just sort it out the value, we will get the answer as 99475.2 centimeter cube. This would be 99475.2 centimeter cube. This is the volume of the first cylinder. Now let's just talk about the volume of the second cylinder. Let's just talk about the volume of the second cylinder. So the volume of the second cylinder, it is nothing but is equal to pi r square h again. So let us suppose if I am just taking as r1 h1 and I am taking it as r2 h2, because it would be convenient for us to differentiate in between the radius of the two cylinder. So the pi is again 3.14, and we can see the radius which is given to us as over here is nothing but 8. So this would be 8 whole square, and h2 height is given to us as nothing but 60 centimeter. This is not a 6, this is 60 centimeter. This is 60 centimeter. Let us suppose if I'll write it over here again, this is 60 centimeter, not 6 centimeter. You can see in the question this is 60 centimeter. So hence this is a 60. We have the height h2 as nothing but 60. This is 8 whole square. Now let's just sort it out again. This is 3.14 into 8, and 8 is 64 into 60 we have. So this is 314 by 100 into 64 into 60. 0 and 0 get cancelled with each other. So after the multiplication, we will get the answer as 12057.6 centimeter cube. This is nothing but the volume of the second cylinder. So what we just have to find out, we just have to find out the mass of the pole, the mass of of the pole, given that 1 centimeter cube of the iron has approximately 8 gram mass. So we have to find out the volume first, then we will go further towards the mass. Now let's just talk about the volume. The volume of the total, the volume of the total article, the volume of the total article, the volume of the article, we can say total article, we can say this is nothing but is equal to the volume of the first cylinder plus the volume of the second cylinder. So this is nothing but is equal to, this is nothing but is equal to 99475.2 centimeter cube plus of 12057.6 centimeter cube. Now let's just add up the two values. We will get the answer as 111,532.8 centimeter cube. This is nothing but the volume of the total article that we are getting, but it says that we have to find the mass of the pole. The mass of the pole, when it is given that 1 centimeter cube of iron has approximately 8 gram mass. So let's just talk about the mass of the pole. The mass of the pole, when we have the mass of the pole, we just have to find out when it is given that 1 centimeter cube of the iron has approximately 8 gram mass. So the mass of the pole would be nothing but is equal to 8 gram mass, means 8 into the volume of the pole, the volume of the pole or the article that we have. So it is nothing but is equal to 8 into the volume of the pole is nothing but 111,532.8 centimeter cube. This is nothing but 11153 point this, and let's just sort it out. This would be nothing but 8 grams. So this is of grams. So hence when we will multiply all these values, you will get the answer as 892262.4 grams. So mass of the pole would be nothing but approximately, as we can see, we have to find the mass when given that 1 centimeter cube of iron has approximately 8 gram mass. So if 1 centimeter cube has 8 gram mass, so the mass of the pole would be like 111,532.8 into 8 grams. This would be 8 grams, because we know that 1 centimeter cube is actually given to us as nothing but 8 grams. So this is nothing but the mass of the pole. Let's just convert it into the kilograms, means kg, so that would be convenient for us. So let us suppose if I am just converting it into kgs, so it means this would be nothing but 892.2624 kgs. This would be kgs. So I have converted the grams into kilograms. So hence at the end we are getting the mass of the pole. The mass of the pole as nothing but 892.2624 kgs, and this is nothing but the answer for this question. So I hope all the steps which are related with this question are all clear to you.